Welcome back. So let's try and figure out to actually complete this unit of work that we're building right here. So the first thing we need to know is when we complete, we actually just want to use the context to save the changes. That was kind of the idea with the unit of work, that when we feel we are complete, we'll save the changes to the context, meaning that we'll save something in the database. We'll actually do something in the database. The context again is going to make something in memory, and when we press save changes, it's going to make some queries and send information to the database. So when we press complete, that's going to happen. Now, notice I return an int value, and I just went to the documentation to show you guys the int value actually represents the number of objects written to the underlying database. So we're going to return that as well, because that's actually what the context save changes will return for you, right? So now you have that if you want to use that for something. It could be a test that you should affect 6 numbers, maybe you know that, and then you can kind of compare if that's actually the truth, or you could roll it back in later versions if you want to extend the unit of work setup right here, because this will actually end up being a real transaction. So you could also call this transaction. Enough with the naming laws. The second thing we want to do is we want to be able to dispose our context when we're done, and we'll do that by calling the dispose function on the context. That's all we had to do. So now the unit of work is actually ready. But there's one more problem, and that is that right now the customer repository is still calling save changes. We are not allowed to call that anymore inside the customer repository. So we're going to go into the customer repository EF memory and removing save changes. There we go. Go out of my way. Go out of my way. You're done. You're completed. Don't ever talk to me again. So they're out of the way now, and now you actually have a real repository that has no save changes at all. The repository just knows how to create an instance, get some data from here and here, and then delete the data. So that's all the repository needs to know. Great. Next lesson, let's try and actually move this one step further. So we're going into the data access layer to start using the unit of work. See you next time.